On YouTube, welcome back to another video. It is your boy Coach Kai coming at you again with another banger. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Help with the algorithm, making the channel grow, trying to help every man as possible get in shape mentally, physically, emotionally, in every way. We are in this as one, fellas. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about why most men stay obese. Right, this is a really good topic because I don't know, I just hear a lot of guys have excuses, and it all starts with the mindset, right? A lot of times we like to take other people's opinions, no matter if it's women, family, people that are close to us. You know, natural people want to be comfortable in life. It's very rare that you meet somebody who doesn't want to have that comfortable mindset to where they want to stand out from the rest. I think that's what separates you from the people that you keep in your circle who just want that comfortable lifestyle. And it all comes down to physique and fitness. You know, a lot of women tell men or men that they're dating or that they're seeking, oh, it's okay if you have a dad bod, it's okay, you know, I like that, you know, and that's a lie, fellas. I'm sorry to tell y'all, but that's a lie. At the end of the day, a woman wants a masculine man. The masculinity comes down to how you look, how you present yourself. Right, so if you're presenting yourself sloppy, bare belly, you know, she sees that, you know, you don't care about your diet or take things seriously, what you're putting into your body, she's going to pick up on that and she's going to treat you as such, right? And these are things that a lot of men don't pay attention to. They don't realize these are some of the most attractive traits when a woman is first validating and seeking you out, especially if she's a woman that's in the gym. Fellas, if you talking to somebody and she's telling you that she works out Monday through Friday, goes to these cycling classes, does what's popular now, Pilates, right? And then you're not doing any of that. And she sees that you don't take care of yourself. You eating all the junk food, all the bad diet foods and pizza and all this, etc. You know what I mean? She's going to be turned off. And women will sit there and some women like that will sit there and tell you and lie to your face. And y'all cannot just be this possibly like slow. Come on now. Lie to your face and tell you that your physique and what you're eating is fine. It's okay because it makes you who you are, you're soft. Just telling you a bunch of lies, giving you a bunch of BS pretty much, right? So it all comes down to how you present yourself, fellas. So if you're presenting yourself as such, do not be surprised if you have a woman that disrespects you. Don't be surprised if a woman, you know, is not emotionally hearing you as a man, is not being obedient to what you're saying, not trying to hear you out. These are all things that are going to separate you from the other men in the world who are overweight and who lack that masculinity when it comes to physique and fitness, right? When a woman thinks of a man, what does she think of? Big, maybe tall. You can't control that, obviously, but you can control your fitness and how you look. So if you can control that, but you're not willing to do the things and take the sacrifice and discipline to change how you look, then how can she trust you to lead? How can she trust you to lead in a relationship? How can she trust you that she's going to be safe if time comes, you know, where you have to be physical with somebody? By all means, how can she trust that you're going to protect her? These are all things you guys have to think about when you're dating. It's not just about dating, it's about yourself before anything, right? But you should just want to naturally be healthy. But when it comes to dating, for a lot of y'all, that's y'all motivation. Oh, I want to get that baddest chick. Oh, I want a really beautiful woman, right? Well, these are the things and the steps that you have to take to get there. Because these very, very attractive women, you know, they don't want a guy that's super overweight. You know, especially if she has that hourly glass, natural body. I ain't talking about BBL. I ain't talking about none of that nonsense, right? I'm talking about a natural woman who works out, works hard every day, counting her carbs, counting her calories, you know, calorie deficit, whatever it may be, eating healthy Monday through Friday, cooking for herself, not eating out all the time. And if she do, see eating healthy food, Chipotle, you know, getting these salmon bowls and all this, you know how they be doing, acai bowls, you know how they be doing it. So these are the things that you have to realize. You can't expect a woman to take you seriously if you're overweight and then she's like a 9 or 10, especially, even an 8 sometimes, with a good body. You best believe she gonna be seeing me coming through in shape, you know, 240, 235, ripped up, abs showing, you know, sun glistening. You know what I mean? This is still your girl. Like, so y'all have to understand, like, there's there's rules to it. You know what I mean? Y'all have to understand, to keep a high quality woman like that, you have to be working yourself day in and day out, financially, physically, emotionally, mentally, in every single way in order to keep her. And I think that's where a lot of guys mess up, is because there's always these excuses of, oh, I don't have enough time. Oh, I work too much. Oh, I got to do this. But then you go home, you watch sports. You watch people playing basketball up and down the court, eating whatever you want, eating pizza, eating the snacks, eating the chips, consuming, right? So it's not really about the time. It's more so that you're not making the time. It's not that you don't have the time, because you have the time to watch that sports game. You have the time to eat that snack. You have the time to go to the store and get all the junk food, right? You make time. So it's not necessarily about the time. It's about the thing that is most important to you. So sport, for example, sports, watching that game on Monday, watching Monday Night Football, right? If that's super important to you, you're going to make time for it. You're going to, if you can't make time for it, you're going to record the game, right? And you're going to watch it later, maybe on your phone. They got all these mobile apps. But when it comes down to your diet and what you put in your body, you can't make time to, meal prep, to get the healthy food so you can have it in the morning, tomorrow. Take care of your skin, right? Does that, y'all know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you have to understand that you can't just pick and choose things in life that you want to make time for. It just doesn't work like that. You should be prioritizing everything in your life just the same. If you have to treat that sports, if you have to treat going to the gym, for example, you got to treat going to the gym as watching that sports game, prioritizing that sports game, then so be it, fellas. But that's something that has to be done. You got work at 5, and then you get off like what? I don't know, 3, 4, whatever in the afternoon, in the evening time, whatever. You better pop your energy drink and hit the gym. Get some type of, doesn't even necessarily be, in the gym, right? But there's so many different ways that you can get physically active, and it all comes down to diet and, what you're consuming. Because you can have the worst diet and then be going to the gym every single day, and you still gonna look like, what? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you have to understand what comes first and what's more important. That's what it all comes down to. You putting other things first that are entertaining to you, or are you putting your health first, and then after that, financially, emotionally, all that. You know what I mean? So you have to understand, no woman is want to be with a man like that who can't prioritize himself and how he looks, because she's introducing you to her friends, her family, etc. Fellas, you do not want her, having that gut feeling like, man, I don't know if I should have done it. You don't want to be around her family and they're not confident who you are about leading their daughter, leading whoever may be their sister, right? You want to not be intimidating, but you want to be confident. You want your energy to be so strong, your looks to be so strong that they're like, man, I'm proud. I'm proud that she picked him. But it all comes down to putting yourself first and prioritizing yourself, your physique, your fitness, instead of other things in your life, fellas, because that's temporary happiness, not eternal. But that's gonna be it for today's video, fellas. If you do need one-on-one coaching, my links for my IG with my fitness page will be linked down below. Elevated Fitness. And we out. Peace.